What time is it, Rob?
Quarter to 4.
What are we doing?
We're driving in the middle of the night to shoot about 4 seconds worth of someone running in the dark with a little light on their head. It's a good time.
Rob's exactly right. At this point, we were in the middle of the shoot, chasing trail runners battling through the black of night. Our brief was to capture the ups and downs of the UTMB race. To do so, we'd be pushed to the limit, shouldering camera gear up and down alpine mountains with minimal sleep in order to obtain the highest caliber of footage we possibly could.
Oh, sorry.
Welcome to the rainy Alps. I want to go in depth and show you guys exactly what it took for me to get here and hopefully give you some ideas and inspiration for turning your passions into a career along the way.
1 sec.
Oh, Rob!
Whoa, sorry.
The film is going to be about 3 Chinese athletes at the top of their game in trail running. They are running 2 separate races. One is 100 kilometers and the other is 145 kilometers. We've actually already filmed that one. It took a grueling 26 hours to complete. Rob, do you want to introduce our living quarters for tonight?
So, this is the servants' quarters.
That's my bed.
That is your bed. We've only slept, 2 hours in the past 38, so it's probably a good idea to get a bit of sleep. Scott's about to go run alongside a professional athlete, so he should probably sleep as well.
Maybe. I'm coming down the final mountain of today, and I guess I just wanted to share with you guys a bit about why this job means so much to me. I think the first thing is not only the opportunity to be out in nature, but actually to share that with everyone as well. If you've been watching our films for any length of time, you'll know that I'm always trying to put any sort of mountains and sea and landscapes into it. And I think a big part of that is because of how much they've affected me, how much they've healed me, and they have that power. And I think any opportunity to share that and inspire other people to go out there is an incredible thing. And I guess number 2 is being able to be here with people that I really care about. Rob's my brother, and being able to come out here and work with him is such an incredible opportunity. And then Xiao Shuang, this has been her journey. She's one of the athletes. We filmed her back in Yunnan when I was living in China. She's always wanted to come to this race, so just coming here and being with her has a lot of meaning. I guess the third reason is the fact that this is actually a really challenging shoot, and it merges so many of the skills that I've kind of built up by accident. I don't know if it's possible for one person to give advice to a whole community of people on how to do the thing that's right for them, but I can tell you what's worked for me. I wanted to talk to you guys a bit about the idea of acquiring your dream job. I feel like it's a little bit misleading because a person, I don't believe, has one dream job. We're always changing throughout our lives. And I'm in 2 minds about this because the idea of earning money or even giving advice about earning money kind of conflicts with some of the things that I've lived in my own life. I'm not someone that's ever chased money. I'm someone, if anything, that's kind of gone the opposite direction. So I've always followed the things that have given me meaning instead of money, and I think that's something crucial to think about when you are thinking about something that you're going to be doing day in, day out for the rest of your life. I don't know if we should think about a dream job as in the position that we get when we do that job, or whether we should think about the things that we enjoy doing or that create meaning for us in our lives that we are willing to contribute to day in, day out for the rest of our life. In this light, a career is a very difficult thing to navigate. And I think you shouldn't plan too far in the future. I think you should plan for what is right for you right now. And for me, this is really important and central to the way that I live. I want to be present in my life. So finding the right job for me right now is also about being present. How I got this job was through a friend. And that friend, Xiao Shuang, offered me this job because we shot a film that was totally just off my own back, following my passions, and one thing led to another. There are countless times where this has happened to me. Part of it's probably luck, part of it's probably just the fact that I have been getting so close to the things that I'm passionate about, and I have no plan B. I'm just going at it with everything that I've got. That mentality has kind of allowed me to get into positions where opportunities do just occasionally open up for me. And I'm really appreciative and grateful that that's happened, but I've also been doing this for 10 years now. And I started in a place where I was doing a lot of stuff for free. And by doing that stuff for free, by volunteering my time, I was able to gain skills and also portfolio to show people that I could really do whatever they wanted me to do. And I think that's something that is kind of intimidating when we first start out on this kind of thing, is either not having the skills or not having the experience to show people. Doing things with passion without thinking about them in terms of money can be really helpful at that stage. So that's definitely something to consider. And I think going forward, it's also a nice way to wrap everything up in your mind. Like, would I do this for free? A lot of the time for me, I think 90% of the time, I think all of the time actually, these days, I would say yes, I would do these things for free, because that's how I've designed my life. It hasn't always been like that, but the kind of percentage, the ratio of doing the things that I want to do versus doing the things that I don't want to do has been changing over these 10 years. And I think the only thing that has been able to help me do this is motivation, is knowing that I'm going in the right direction, is having that laser focus on where I want to be. I think it always comes back to what's right for you, where you are right now in your life, where you want to be, what will make you happy, what will give you meaning, and then just doing whatever you have to do to get there. Grafting, put the effort in, challenge yourself, because no one else is going to do that for you. No one else is going to do the hard work for you. And if you don't, you will never get there. That's the hard truth. My real dream job is being able to not just make this one film of Xiao Shuang, but being able to live this lifestyle where I'm constantly making films that are meaningful to me with the person I love the most, Ella. If your dream job has a label, a monetary label that you've put on it, a figure that you want to earn every year, I'd ask you to reconsider, or at least encourage you to reconsider, because I don't think that we should tie ourselves to a number. We're worth a lot more than that, and what we can contribute to the world is much more than that. Money distorts things, and in this case, it's going to bias you towards decisions that might not be right for you on a mental level, on a spiritual level, or an emotional level. You've got to do what makes you feel good, not what makes you get the biggest paycheck. And that's something I believe in very, very strongly, having walked this path. For me, a dream job has never been about attaining a figure, getting a certain wage, or even a certain job title. It's just been about doing what I find meaningful. And I don't want to put myself on a pedestal, because I don't think I'm doing anything special or impressive. But I've gotten to a position in my life where I'm really, really happy and really content with what I'm doing. And I find people all around me struggling to get that. And I think when so much of our time is taken up by this burden of having to create a certain amount of money to live, it becomes really important. And thinking about it, how you think about this, is going to determine the shape and color of your life in so many ways. In this way, I think that following your passions is not enough. We all know that there's not enough successful artists in the world to make that a career that everyone can pursue. And yet, we somehow have to find that thing which keeps us motivated every day. And I think a big part of that for me, one of the biggest lessons I've had along this journey, is knowing that actually it's not just the passion that matters, it's also the meaning behind it, and it's who you're able to help along the way. Attaching yourself to that is going to give you motivation every day. And it's going to turn the things that would otherwise be burdensome or troublesome into something that is a step in the right direction. So by all means, chase your dreams, embrace your passions, but don't forget about meaning. And don't forget about how you can contribute to a bigger picture, how you can help the people around you. You never know where it will lead you.